Hi, people of God. If you can see me, God bless you. So let's talk about the truth about humiliation. We'll look at how the devil uses shame. Let's look into it. So one of the enemy's first weapon was shame. You can see that in Genesis 3. Immediately, Adam and Eve sinned against God. They realized they were naked. So the first emotional consequence of sin wasn't physical death. It was shame. And it was shame that caused them to hide. And ever since then, the devil has been repeating this strategy. So his objective isn't to simply make people suffer. No, it's to make people hide from God, from people, and from their calling. So the truth is, the devil understands identity more than most people do. Yes, which is why he attacks identity. So he knows if he can convince someone that they're a failure, that they're disgusting, that they're ruined, they're traumatized, they're of no good, no one would ever respect you again, the humiliation has accomplished its purpose. And the key thing to note is, so instead of saying, oh, I was embarrassed by that situation, I experienced something embarrassing, or I experienced something traumatizing, they begin to label themselves as the issue. And that then becomes their identity. And that's one of the devil's greatest lies. So why is humiliation such a powerful weapon? I hear you ask. Humiliation is powerful because the devil attacks several things simultaneously. Yes, it attacks your identity, your confidence, your courage, your relationships, your influence, your purpose, your future. One humiliating experience can silence a person for years and they may never recover. And it's not because they lack gifting. It's because they're afraid to experience that pain again. The hidden goal of humiliation is for you to create an agreement with shame. So think about what humiliation makes people naturally do. To hide, to become quiet, to disappear, to avoid people or opportunities, to never risk, trust, love, or speak again, to never obey God. The devil isn't interested in just the one day or the one humiliating experience. No, he's interested in the decades of silence afterwards, which leads to spiritual death long before the physical death. The perfect example of humiliation is what Jesus Christ experienced. So a lot of people think that, Jesus carried only sin. No, he also carried public shame for us. This is often overlooked. He wasn't executed privately. They spat on him, mocked him, abused him, stripped him, falsely accused him, laughed at him, rejected him, abandoned him, and they displayed all of this publicly. The cross was designed for maximum humiliation. And the Pharisees and Sadducees did this. How dare him come and tell us what we're doing wrong? The devil wanted heaven's kingdom disgraced. But what the devil meant for his harm, God turned it around for his good. And that very event became the greatest victory in history. So how do you overcome the devil's wicked agenda with humiliation? I hear you ask. So imagine two people. They both fall. One gets up with more love, grace, wisdom, forgiveness in their heart. They maintain their proper heart posture. They continue to serve. And the other one gets up or not. They get up and they become mean-spirited, evil, wounded, and begin to go through life through that lens. Who do you think is the winner? The one who gets up with more love in their heart is the dangerous one. You want to know why? Because shame no longer controls them. And the devil hates a person who keeps getting back up, a person who does the work. That kind of freedom and resilience terrifies the kingdom of darkness. Therefore, when humiliation rears its ugly head in your life, feel the emotions honestly rather than pretending that they don't exist. Bring the pain before God instead of carrying it alone. Reject the lie that event, or even if it was a series of events, defines your identity. Continue to obey God even if it feels hard. continue, and refuse to let shame determine the size of your future.